Howdy, folks. SJ Poor here from Little Face Brewing. I have been out of the scene for a little while because I managed to throw my back completely out yet again, which is why I'm here shooting this video. We all know that Saturday is Learn to Homebrew Day. It's also International Tribute Brew Day. So not only are we going to be teaching new homebrewers how to brew beer, but we're also going to pay tribute to those homebrewers that are no longer with us. Folks like Paul Wicksteed, which has everything to do with this particular beer and the one that I'm drinking, Strat, and a few others, and to their loved ones as well. This is my way of saying thank you to those folks for sharing those folks with the brew tubing community. November the 5th, and I'm not even sure what time it all starts. I'm going to struggle through the day because I can't pick nothing up, so I'm going to be relying on some help. But my original plan was to brew the peculiar one here and then brew supercharger once I got home. So as it sits right now, I'm only going to do one brew day. And that brew day is actually going to be this beer right here. This is the Driveway Gnome Black IPA. Now I'm going to do an Americanized version of this because I can't reproduce this particular beer without Paul. Paul was here at Little Face Brewing along with a host of other folks as well. That being Rick Bish from down in Virginia, Laramode 22, Larry Lentz, also from Virginia, Joe Belcher from Maryland, Gary Frontine, May Brew Guy from up in Massachusetts, my good friend and brother here, Mark Jackson, was around, my daughter Bailey was here. Who am I missing? That was actually here. I'll have to go through and take a look. But those folks were here when we brewed this beer. And this is my tribute to not only Paul and Strat and those that are no longer with us, but to those gentlemen as well. I actually poured this beer out and started to play around with it to try and just kind of tweak the recipe off some to Americanize it. So what I'm going to ask, and it doesn't have to happen this way, but if those guys that were here that day, if they're brewing on the International Tribute Day, I would be honored. I'm not saying you have to do this, but I would truly be honored if this was the beer that you guys picked to brew. I'm going to play around with the recipe. I have it up on Beersmith right now. I have to change some things around. I have to change the hops completely because this is a New Zealand black IPA, and I don't have those hops. Nor would I even try to reproduce that beer in that manner because that was a one and only deal. So I'm going to Americanize it. I'm going to throw some, I think some Nugget and some Simcoe and a couple other American hops in there and make it another an Americanized Driveway Gnome Black IPA. I literally have been flat on my back since Saturday, and today is what? Thursday? Today's the first time I actually have been able to get up. So it's fitting. It's almost like Paul was knocking on my door saying, "Not going to let you forget me, bruh." And I'm never going to forget you, bruh. I'm never going to forget you. So that's what I'm doing. I hope you guys are out there doing your superchargers, doing your peculiar ones, brewing whatever it is you want to brew. Grab somebody and teach them how to brew. That's what it's all about. This is SJ Pour from Little Face Brewing. I got to get back to fixing up a recipe. Enjoy the fruits of your labor, folks. Brew beer. Brew beer with friends. Cheers.